45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, it'll be Canfield on the 1, Ferreira 2, Sparky 3,
30
and
seconds to the
Beacon
start
on
of the race.
4. All right, we are going to go green on the sound of the tone. Green flag. Ferreira and Canfield are going to battle it out here. .35 lap A main event here. This is race number 2, Run With Your Brung. Race number 3, Slash Bomber A main event. You guys are going to be up next. Have them ready. Ferreira out front, 4/10 on Canfield. Canfield going to get around Ferreira though. Oh, Ferreira trying to get to the inside. Canfield shuts it down. They're going to battle it out here. Five in and 30 to go. 3/10 separating your top 2. Ferreira getting by Canfield here. So it's going to be Ferreira out front, 10 into this one. Alice going to be in that 3, leading the Bomber Babes class. Go low on the back straight, low on the back straight away. Ferreira and Canfield separated by half a second here through 3 and 4. Now 2/10 Canfield trying to go around the outside of Ferreira. Can't get it done in 3 and 4. 20 to go. Again, this is race number 2, Run With Your Brung. Race number 3, Slash Bomber A main event. You guys are up next. Have them ready. Alice in that 3, Melinda in the 4. Top 2 separated by 6/10. Ferreira out front, all blue, yellow wheels. Canfield in the pink and purple, white wheels. Through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. 15 to go. Now 10 to go. Canfield getting around Ferreira. 2/10 advantage Canfield now. Ferreira getting back around Canfield here. Battle with 6 to go. 2/10 separating them. Canfield gonna lead that lap by 25 thousandths. They get collected into 1 and 2. They get back going here. 5 to go. Now 4 to go. Canfield still out front. Let's see if Ferreira can't make anything happen here. Oh, Ferreira to the inside. Gonna get it from Brooks. 2 to go for Ferreira. Ferreira gonna wait for him. White flag. Oh, Canfield. Pulling trigger, hits the outside pipe coming onto the straightaway. When you cross the line, you will be done. Ferreira done taking the win in that one. Canfield done, Sparky done. Waiting for Melinda. And that's a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track 2 corner marshal race number 3 / bomber A main event. You guys are up next. All right, drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. All right.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Marshal spots are covered. Go ahead, roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in, drivers.
Rod look. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Sparky. Josh Baker. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, 3-car dance for this one. It'll be Luft, Sparky, and Baker. Go ahead, roll them out, Rod.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We're gonna go green out of 3 and 4. Green out of 3 and 4. And green
Less than
flag. Going to be left out front. 5 laps into this one, 30 to go. For the red, white, and blue Valvoline number 6. Leader down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Going to be Baker in the 2. Sparky in the 3. Laps in for Luft, 8-second lead over Baker. Baker 4.5 on Sparky. This is race number 3 / bomber A main event. Race number 4 Losi Spec Sprint. Have them ready. You guys are up next. I will need a volunteer corner marshal for the next one. We'll need a volunteer corner marshal for the next race. Only 3 cars in this one. 15 in now, 20 to go. Luft still out front. Baker still in that 2. Sparky still in that 3. Go high out of 2, high out of 2, high out of 2's clear. Baker and Luft get squirrely down the back straightaway. They both get gathered back up. Just past halfway. Oh, Luft, your leader. Chunking a spur gear. Your leader. Losing drive down the straightaway. I think that's all she wrote there for Luft. Your leader had 18 seconds on Baker. Baker gonna inherit the lead here. Baker down the straightaway. He's got 11 on Sparky, 15 to go. Coming up on 10 to go now for Baker. Race number 4, Losi Spec Sprint, have them ready. Y'all are up next. Coming up on 5 to go for Baker. Still out front, 20-second lead over Sparky. White flag for Baker. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Josh Baker taking the win in that one. Sparky done in the 2. Left off the track early in that 3, and that was a race all stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. I will need a volunteer to help us out. And race number 4, Losi Spec Sprint. Amen. You guys are up next.
Brian Wells, Tommy Yurkovic, Sean Conyers, Pete Yurkovic Jr., Bob Downs, David Formanek. 1 minute to the start of the race. Darren DeForest. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no more laps. No more laps. Marshall spots covered. Thank you, drivers.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
It'll be Tommy on the 1, Wells on the 2, DeForest 3, Downs 4, Conyers 5, Pete 6, and Formanek on the 7. Go ahead, roll them out, Tommy.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Gonna go green out of 3 and 4, green out of 3 and 4. Green flag, 40 lap A main event here for the Losi Spec Sprints. Full 7-car race here. DeForest trying to get around Wells, gonna get it. So DeForest to the 2, Wells in the 3, Downs trying to get around Wells. Big wheel stand for him. Caution coming out of 2, go low out of 2, low out of 2 is clear. That was Conyers getting upside down and he's gonna fall to the back. Out front's gonna be Tommy. DeForest, so only 6/10 back. Oh, denied for DeForest. In 3 and 4, got to the inside, clipped the pipe. got spun around, so he's 2.6 now off of Tommy. Wells in that 3. Oh, Wells popping a ball cup off the left front. Caution back straight, go high, high on the back straight, clear. Tommy out front, 1.8 on DeForest. Leader in the red, number 8. Down the back straightaway through 3 and 4, coming up on Conyers. DeForest in that 2, he was 1.7 back, and he's still 1.7 back. Downs in that 3, Conyers 4. Pete in the 5, for Manic 6, and Wells back on the track in the 7. $15 in and 25 to go for Tommy. Downs now to the 2, DeForest getting him it wrong coming out of 4 last lap. Got upside down, had to get marshaled, so it's going to be Downs to the 2, DeForest back to the 3. Pete going to be in that 4, Conyers 5, Fermanic 6. Fermanic only 0.3 off Conyers. Conyers only half a second off of Pete. Close battle for the 4, 5, 6. Tommy still out front, 3.5 on Downs. Downs only 0.9 on DeForest. Second place down the straightaway through 1 and 2. In the blue, number 13. DeForest in the green, 98. He's in the 3. He was 1.4, now 1.3. 17 to go, this time by for Tommy. Was 3.6 last lap, now 2.9. Tommy a little bit of a rough lap, so Downs going to make up a little bit of time. Back to 3.2, DeForest 1.1 back in that 3 spot. 15 to go. Pete back in that 4, Conyers in the 5, for Manic 6, Wells 7. DeForest within a second, 0.9. Now 0.8. Second, down the front straight. Blue, little pink, number 13. DeForest in the green and black, 98. Tommy out front. He's down the straight in the red, number 8. 10 to go. Downs and DeForest separated by 0.8. Eight to go. DeForest getting a little loose coming out of 2. He's going to lose a little bit of time to your second place driver, Downs. Was 0.8, now 1.4. Downs a little bit wide in 3 and 4. Gets it gathered back up. 5 to go this time by for Tommy. 2.5 seconds for Tommy over Downs. So Downs closing in here on Tommy in the closing laps. DeForest back within 0.9. 3 to go. Now 2 to go for Tommy. White flag for Tommy. DeForest within 0.6 of Downs. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Tommy Dunn taking the win. Good race for the 2. Downs gonna get it over DeForest by 1/10. And that's a race, all stop, all stop. Yurkovich taking the win in that one. That's Tommy. Downs in the 2, DeForest 3. Pete Yurkovich in the 4. Conyers, Formanek, and Wells rounding out your field. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal race number 5, Outlaw Street Stock. A main event. You guys are up next. right, drivers from the last one back to the tractor, corner marshal. I've got DeForest, I've got Pete, I've got
1 minute to
Tommy,
the start of the
I've
race.
got Dave, I've got Sean, I've got my drivers in this race making their way to the driver's stand. All right, go ahead.
45 seconds to the
Roll
start
them
of the
out,
race.
check them in,
Keith Atkins.
drivers. I have my marshal spots covered. Thank you, guys. This is race number 5, Outlaw Street Stock A-Main event.
Rod Look.
Race number 6, Spec Midget A-Main. You guys are
30
up
seconds
next.
to the
Have
start of the
them
race.
ready. I will need a volunteer corner marshal for the next one as well.
Darren Noyes.
All right, I got everyone checked in. I'll give you guys a couple more laps.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, lineup's going to be Atkins, Luft, Noise. Go ahead and roll them out, Keith. Lap A main event, Outlaw Street Stock, going green out of 3 and 4. Green out of 3 and 4. Green flag. Again, this is race number 5, Outlaw Street Stock. Race number 6, Spec Midget A-Main. You guys are up next. Noise making an early exit here. His car not sounding right in the warm-ups. Something gear related. So it's going to be Atkins out front. 5 on left. Fast lap of 5.8.5 out of Atkins. Now a 5.6.8. Caution back straight is clear. Again, I will need a couple volunteers for the next one. I had 3 drivers in this one. If I can get a volunteer for the next race. We're 15 laps into this one, 25 to go. Atkins still out front. Fast lap still a 5.59. Going a little bit faster than that 5.6 earlier. Left turn in his fast lap a 6.28 that last lap. Coming up on halfway this time by Atkins. 20 in, 20 to go. Again, I will need volunteer corner marshal help for the next one. That way we can keep this program rolling nice and smooth. New fast lap for Keith, 5.551. Coming last lap for him. I guess a little loose entering 3 on this one. Has to get it gathered back up. And coming up on 10 to go this time for Atkins. 20-second lead on left. Unfortunate exit from Noise early on in this one. 6:05 to go. Later getting a little loose coming out of 2. Gets it gathered back up. 2 to go for Atkins. Left going to 6:20. That was his fast lap there. And a white flag for Keith. And Atkins done with the win. When cross the line, you will be done. Left in the 2. And that's a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 6. Spec Midget, A main event. You guys are up next. Again, I will need volunteer corner marshal for this one. Only have 3 drivers. Thank you, Brian.
Eric Ferreira. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. Marshall spots covered. Thank you, guys. Roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Jamie Smith. Justin Miller. Richard Kelsey. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right, lineup is going to be Jones, Smith, Miller, Kelsey, and Ferreira. Go ahead, roll them out, Spencer. Going 50 laps, going green out of 3 and 4, green out of 3 and 4, green flag. Gonna be Jones leading us out. Smith in the 2, Miller in the 3. Miller trying to get to the inside of Smith out of 4, nothing there. Tries it again, entering 3, has to get on the binders. Gonna push a little wide, gonna get it though this time in 3 and 4. Smith pushing wide. It's gonna be Miller now trying to hunt down your leader, Jones. Fast lap is going to be Jones, a 5.785. Now Miller, 5.759. Kelsey getting it wrong. He's going to drop from the 4 to the 5. Going to allow Ferreira by. Still Jones down the back straightaway. 1.9 second lead over Miller. Miller 0.8 on Smith. Oh, Miller goes for a big ride entering 1. Oh, and something breaking. Oh, just the body getting stuck. Atkins gets it fixed up. He's going to fall to the 5. It's going to be Jones out front through 1 and 2. 3.5 on Smith. Ferreira only 0.2 off of Smith. So battle for the 2 through 3 and 4 down the front straight. Silver and blue pink wheels of Smith. White, blue, black wheels for Ferreira. Smith turning his fast lap of 5.99 that last lap. Ferreira to the inside, coming out of 4, almost gets it, gets loose. Got to get it gathered back up. Ferrer going to get by. Coming out of 2, gets to the inside of Smith. So that's Ferrer to the 2, 4.4 back off of Jones. Jones working through traffic. .21 in, 29 to go. Jones still out front, 4.5 on Smith. Ferreira. Didn't see what happened there. He was up all the way to the 2 spot. Car just shutting down on him. So I'm gonna put Smith back to the 2, Kelsey to the 3, Miller 4. Jones out front, 5.5, now 6 up on Smith. Smith 6 on Kelsey. Kelsey 12 on Miller. Coming to 20 to go. This is race number 6, Spec Midget A main event. Race number 7, late model A main event. You guys are up next. Have them ready. Jones still out front. 9-second lead now for Jones over Smith. And it's Kelsey in the 3, Miller in the 4, Ferrer off the track early in the 5. 15 to go. Everyone spread out in this one. Again, race number 7, late model A main event. You guys are up next. Have them ready. Again, race number 7, late model, have them ready. You guys are up next. I will need my drivers from this one back to the track to corner marshal. Do not go back to the pits. And gonna be 10 to go this time by for Jones. 9 on Smith, Smith 9 on Kelsey. Kelsey 7.5 on Miller. Approaching 5 to go. Going to be this time by. Your leader gets loose in 3 and 4. Has plenty of time. Caution coming out of 4. Go high. High out of 4. High out of 4. High out of 4. High out of 4. Clear. 3 to go. Smith 6.8 now. On Jones. And white flag for Jones. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Spencer Jones done, taking the win in that one. Jamie Smith done in the 2. Kelsey done in the 3. Miller in the 4. That's a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 7, late model A main event. You guys are up next. All right, marshal spots are covered. I need a marshal in turn number 2. Need a marshal in turn 2 from the last one.
Byron Jones.
Go ahead, roll them out, check them in, guys. Roll them out, check them in.
Billy Bowerman Jr. Keith Atkins. 1 minute to the start of the race. .45 seconds to the start of the race. Andrew Joyner. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, no more laps. No more laps. Lineup for this one will be Bowerman, Atkins, Darnell, Reinhold, Jones, and Joyner. Joyner going to make a quick adjustment here. Again, it's Bowerman, Atkins, Darnell, Reinhold, Jones, Joyner. Go ahead, roll them out, Billy. Go green out of 3 and 4. Green out of 3 and 4. And green flag. Good start here at a late model. 50 lap A main event here. Reinhold hooking up a pipe coming out of 2, gets lucky. But he's going to fall to the 6th spot. Going to be Bowerman out front. Atkins holding strong in that 2, trying to find our way around Bowerman here. Darnell going to be in the 3, Joyner up to the 4. Joyner and Darnell get collected coming out of 4. So that's going to put them to the back. Still Bowerman out front, 7/10 on Atkins. Battle for the lead down the front straight. Reinhold in that 3, Jones in the 4, Joyner 5, Darnell 6. 10 laps into this one, this time by Bowerman. 6/10 now on Atkins. Atkins down the straightaway. Now a second. Here leader in the white and black, second in the blue and orange. Byron going to be in that 3, Reinhold 4, Joyner 5, Darnell 6. Lap going to be Reinhold, a 5:1:05 out of Danny. Back in that 4 spot, going to be Bowerman out front, 16 and 34 to go. 1.2 on Atkins, Atkins 6/10 on Jones, Jones 7/10 on Reinhold. Top 4 not separated by much here. Your leader down the back straightaway, second down the back straight, third down the back straightaway. Oh, Bowerman gets it wrong going into 3. That's going to put him to the 2, so it's going to be Atkins out front down the straight, blue and orange. Second going to be in the white and black of Bowerman. Danny clipping that pipe coming out of 2. Gets it gathered back up. Bowerman getting loose in 4. So it's going to be Jones now to the 2. Darnell to the 3. Now Jones to Joyner 3. Warren and Andrew get collected coming out of 4. Still Jones. Oh, that was Jones. And Bowerman getting collected there into. That's going to mix things up. Just past halfway, 27 in, 23 to go. Atkins still out front, 3.5 on Reinhold. Joyner back to the 3. He's 3.4 off of Reinhold. Going to be Jones in the 4, Bowerman back in the 5. And Darnell in the 6. 30 in, 20 to go. Atkins 3.2 on Reinhold. Joyner in that 3. Bowerman in the 4. Caution 2, caution 1 and 2. Right in the middle, right in the middle, right in the middle. Clear. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Your 3rd place driver. Pulling off here. So it's going to be Atkins out front. Jones in the 2, Joyner 3, Bowerman in the 4. Carnage here in the late model main event. 10 to go. Your leader, big ride going into 3. Has a big enough lead on Jones. Not going to affect him. Joyner in that 3. Bowerman in the 4. 9 to go. This is race number 7. Race number 8, Traxxas Modified A main event. You guys are up next. Have them ready. Leader down the straight, 7 to go for the blue and orange of Atkins. Jones 3.5 back, Joyner 3.3 back. And it'll be Bowerman 5 back off Joyner. 5 to go. Bowerman going to get around Joyner here in the closing laps. Atkins, a white flag here. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Keith Atkins taking the win in late model today. Byron Jones done in the 2, Bowerman done in 3, Joyner in the 4. That's a race, all stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. And drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal race number 8, Traxxas Modified, a main event. You guys are up next. All right, drivers from late model back to the track. I've got Atkins, Bowerman,
Matthew
Joyner,
Richards, Pete Yurkovich Jr.,
Jones, Darnell, Ryan
Sean
Holt. I got
Conyers,
them all.
Brian Phillips.
Caution on the front straightaway, go low. Low on the front straightaway.
1 minute
We've got
to
a
the start of the
3-car
race.
pile up here, coming out of 4. All right.
Tommy
Clear.
Yurkovich, Tiny, Darren DeForest. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, it is going to be Alcorn on the 1, DeForest 2, Pete Yurkovich on the 3, Phillips 4, Tommy Yurkovich on the 5, Conyers 6, and Matthew Richards on the 7.
30 seconds to the start of the
Rolling
race.
out, Sean. We're going to go green out of 3 and 4, green out of 3 and 4, green flag. Going 40 laps here for the Traxxas Modified A main event. DeForest dropping from the 2 down to the 6 here early. It's going to be Alcorn out front. Pete going to be in that second spot. And it'll be Phillips, Tommy, Sean, Darren, and Matthew. Your leader. Gonna be down the back straightaway, already working in some traffic. Coming up on Richards. Second of Phillips gonna be down the front straight. Then it'll be Tommy. Pete gonna get around Tommy, I think, there. And he does. Conyers gonna be in that 5 to 4, 6, Richards 7. Caution, 4's clear. Alcorn out front. Now, his second place car, Phillips, getting collected with a lap car. He's gonna drop to, looks like the 4. So it's gonna move Conyers to the 2. Their bump driver, Conyers, from the 6 all the way to the 2. Alcorn 5, now 6 seconds on Conyers. Conyers 2 on DeForest. DeForest 1.3 on Phillips. Phillips 1.5 on Tommy. Tommy 4/10 on Pete. Pete 9/10 on Matthew. 15 and 25 to go. Alcorn 5.5 lead over Conyers. Caution back straight right in the middle. Clear. That was a big ride from Pete coming out of 2. In now, coming up on halfway for Alcorn. Down the front straight for Alcorn. Blue, pink, American flag on the roof. Conyers in the 2, right in front of your leader. On track, Conyers in the all blue. Alcorn gonna get around. So Alcorn with a lap on the field. Conyers in that 2 still. He's 5 up on DeForest. DeForest in the yellow and green. Tommy 1.1 off of DeForest. Oh, DeForest. He's in the infield, so that's going to move Tommy to the 3, Phillips to the 4, Richards to the 5, DeForest all the way down to the 6. That one mistake. Caution, bottom of 2. Bottom of 2's clear. Everyone gets going again. It is still Sean out front. That's Alcorn out front. 8.2 on Conyers. Conyers 7 on Phillips. Phillips has 3 up on Richards. Richards only, now it's Pete going to be 6 thousandths up on Richards. So Pete moving up to the 4, Richards in the 5. DeForest 6, Tommy 7. 10 to go. This is race number 8, Texas Modified A main event, and race number 9, 21.5 Street Stock A main. You guys are up next. Have them ready. Leader working in some traffic. Our leader gets upside down on the back straightaway. Second getting upside down as well. Let's see where things stack up. Alcorn still 11.9 on Conyers. Alcorn only 6.1 on Conyers now, so everything gets sorted out. Phillips 4.3 back off of Conyers in the 3. 5 to go. Work together, guys, work together. You got leaders working with you there. 3 to go, now 2 to go. Alcorn still out front. Everyone pretty spread out here. White flag. Caution coming out of 4. Clear. And that is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Alcorn done, taking the win in that one. Conyers done in the 2. And that's a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 9, 21.5 Street Stock. You guys are up next. Alcorn taking the win in that one. Conyers in the 2, Phillips 3. Then it was Pete, Tommy, Darren, and Matthew. Again, drivers from that last one back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 9. This is 21.5 Street Stock A main event. Going 50 laps here for the 21.5 Street Stock main event.
Ryan Wells.
What I saw before.
1 minute to the start of the race. Zach Navarez. Warren Darnell.
Go ahead, roll them out, check them in, guys. I got Marshall spots covered.
Matt Wordman. Man on fire. Richard Kelsey. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no more laps. It'll be Darnell on the 1, Navarez 2, Kelsey 3, Wortman 4, Wells 5, and Morissette on the 6. Again, Marshall spots covered. Thank you, drivers. 50 laps.
Less than 5.
A main event for the 21.5 Street Stock. So roll them out, Warren. Gonna go green out of 3 and 4. Green out of 3 and 4. Green flag. Again, 50 laps here for the 21.5 street stocks. Gonna be Darnell out front, already a 1.1 second lead on Navarez. Navarez in that 2, Kelsey in the 3, Wortman 4. Caution coming out of 2 clear. Morse at 5, Wells 6. Leader down the straightaway in the all gray 26. 2.7 second lead on Navarez. Fast lap is Darnell 5.633. Navarez in that 2, is 5.934. Still going to be Darnell out front, 18 laps into this one, 32 to go, working through traffic, all gray 26. Kelsey going to be in that 3, he's 0.8 off of Navarez, that's the closest battle on the track. Navarez working down the back straightaway, Kelsey now down the back straightaway. Gap is less than 0.8. Wortman going to be in that 4, Morse at 5, Wells 6. Coming up on halfway this time by for Darnell. Navarro is still in that 2, Kelsey in the 3, 9/10 separating the 2 of them. Fast lap still Darnell with that 5.633. And 20 to go this time by for Darnell. Gap between Navarez and Kelsey closing between now 3/10. Advantage Navarez, so Navarez trying to hold off Kelsey here. Battle for the 2 down the front straightaway. Kelsey gonna get to the inside through 1 and 2, gonna get it. Beautiful crossover by Navarez to get it back in 3 and 4. So it's gonna be Navarez holding strong here, 2/10 on Kelsey. Darnell sitting behind with a 5.4 second lead over Navarez. 15 to go. Navarez trying to drive away from Kelsey here. Oh, Kelsey traction rolling coming out of 2, so that's going to give Navarez a nice cushion here over Kelsey with 10 to go this time by for Darnell. Wortman now only a 10th off of Kelsey, so battle for the 3. Down the back straightaway. Yellow, orange, and red for Kelsey, all blue, number 50 for Wortman. Wortman trying to find the inside, gonna get it coming out of 2. Kelsey gets loose, they get hooked together. 5 to go for Warren. Kelsey and Wortman still battling, 2/10 separating the 2 of them. Wortman gonna try and make another run at it here with 4 to go. 3 to go this time by Warren. Still out front, Wortman trying the inside, nothing there. Gonna be the white flag this time by for Warren. Wortman gonna have one more shot at it here. Coming to 3 and 4. Kelsey gonna hold on to it. Wortman in the 4. Waiting for nobody. That's a race. All stop, all stop. Darnell taking the win in that one. Navarre is done in the 2. Kelsey, Wortman, Morissette. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal race at number 10, 360 wing sprint, a main event. You guys are up next. All right, get my drivers back out to the track to corner marshal. I've got Navarez, Morissette. I've got Kelsey. I've got Darnell out there. Go ahead and roll them out. Check them in, guys. Roll them out. Check them in.
Byron Jones. Larry. 1 minute to the start of the race. Tony Evans. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Thirty seconds to the start of the race.
Thing has some boost in her. Faux show. All right, it's going to be Larry O, Byron Jones, Tony Evans. Go ahead.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Roll them out, Larry. Going to go green out of 3 and 4. Green out of 3 and 4. Green flag. Going to be Larry O leading us out here. Byron Jones holding strong in the 2. Tony Evans in the 3. Evans going to get to the inside of Jones. Going to take the 2 spot. So it's going to be Evans looking dangerous here. Fast lap Evans, 4.993. Ooh, Evans getting a little loose coming out of 2, gathers it back up. But it's going to be Larry O out front, 4/10 on Evans. Through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Evans going to get it through 3 and 4. Larry O pushing just a little wide. Evans going to get the inside. They're going to battle back and forth through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Advantage Evans. 3/10 last lap. Separate in the 2 of them. Evans trying to pull away here from Larry O. Slowly but surely. 10th or 2 each lap. Another 4.9 out of Evans. Jones sitting back in that 3. He's only 1.5 off of Larry O. $20 and 35 to go. Evans still out front, gray and white. Through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Larry O going to be in that 3, 1.9 back. Then it'll be Jones. He's 2.2 off of Larry O. Race number 11, last main event of the night. 4:10 wings for a main event. You guys are up next. And we'll need a couple volunteers for the next one for marshals. Evans still out front, 3 up on Larry O. Larry 4 on Byron. Oh, your leader. It's loose in 3 and 4, so it's going to allow Larry O back by. Tony's car just getting loose on him here in the closing laps. So Larry O out front now, 4.5 over Evans. 37 and 18 to go. Byron in the 3. $15 to go. And 5 to go this time by for Larry O. Everyone's still pretty spread out on this one. Evans within striking distance with a mistake from Larry. Within 3.5 with 3 to go. White flag for Larry. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Larry O taking the win in 360. Evans done, Jones done, and that's a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from that last one back to the track to corner marshal. And if I can get one last volunteer of the night for race number 11, 410 wing sprint. We'll have a 6-car dance for the 60-lap 410 wing sprint, a main event. Thank you guys for coming on out tonight, spending your Friday evening with us, bearing with us as the track breaks in again.
Alex Manning. Andrew Joyner. Jack Clover. Tim Long. Jim Sylvie. Eric Day.
Larry, let me get you in turn 2. Three for 3, Byron. 3 for 3.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, go ahead, roll them out, check them in, guys. Roll them out, check them in.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, boys, no more laps. Get them lined up on the back straightaway for me. It'll be Fanning, Silve, Long, Joyner, Dank, Clover.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Alex, go ahead and roll them out. Going 60 laps
Less
here.
than 5.
410 wing sprint, a main event going green out of 3 and 4. Green flag. It'll be Fanning leading us out. Silve, Long, Joyner, Dank, and Clover. Fanning off to a quick one here, trying to gap himself from Silve. Already 7/10. Joyner up into the 3. Dankin into Tim, gonna get Jack by for the 4. Tim back on the inside going into 1, so it's gonna be Tim back in the 4, Clover 5. Dank in the 6. Fanning, Silve, Joyner. Fanning 1.7 on Silve. Silve 6/10 on Joyner. Battle for the 2 shaping up here down the front straight through 1 and 2. Silve, white, black, a little bit of red. Joyner, white, pink, and green. Through 3 and 4, Joyner was 4/10, now 2/10. So Joyner putting in some good laps here. As they work through traffic, gonna get by. Beautiful pass by Joyner. Uses the lap car as a pick. Get around Silve. So it's gonna be Joyner trying to put in some laps here as Fanning works through traffic. Fanning 3.2 last lap on Joyner. Fast lap is gonna be Joyner a 4.697. Fanning a 4.7. Silve a 4.9. And it is Joyner closing. Was 1.5, now 1.4 on Fanning. We're 22 into this one, 38 to go. Fanning, year leader, working through traffic down the back straight through 3 and 4, all white, black wing. For Fanning, Joyner gonna be in that too. White, pink, purple, or white, pink, green, I'm sorry. Big ride for Tim coming out of 2. Silve back in that 3, Clover in the 4, Long in the 5. Fanning and Joyner separated by 2.9. Silve 2.3 off of Joyner. 30 laps in, 30 to go, halfway. Fanning still out front, down the front straight. Fast lap is going to be Fanning now, 4.67. Coming back on lap 22. Joyner going to be in that 2. You got Silve in the 3, Clover 4, Long in the 5. Fanning working through traffic here, down the back straightaway. Through it clean. No cars between Fanning and Joyner now. Fanning gonna try and put a little bit more distance between him and second. Joyner working through traffic. Separation was 2.8, now 3.1. 4.639 out of Fanning fast lap. That last one for him. 4.1 on Joyner. Joyner 3.5 on Silve. Silve 13 on Clover. Clover 14 on Long. Gonna be coming up on 10 to go. This time by for Fanning. 3.8 last lap, now 3.9. Joyner still in that 2. Silve, Clover, and Long. Joyner working through traffic. Fanning going to be catching it here in a lap. Fanning getting by Clover. Looking to the inside of Silve and Long. Fanning getting through traffic real nice there. 5 to go. Now 3 to go. It'll be 2 to go this time by Fanning. 3.9 on Joyner. It'll be a white flag this time by for Fanning. 4.578 out of Alex trying to reel in Joyner. And that is time when you cross the line, you will be done. Fanning done. Taking the win in that one. And that's our race. All stop, all stop. Thank you guys again for coming on out tonight, spending your Friday evening with us. We are racing off-road tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Good night, good racing. We will see you on the next one.